welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm Taco Minaj, and it is fall season, and when I think of fall, I think about Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to do a little small video just talking about some things that I'm very thankful for to put out in the universe. And because again, fall, feeling good, feeling thankful, all that fun stuff. Right off the bat, what I'm really grateful for is all the friends that I have and friends that I have made, and even if we may no longer talk, I'm still really grateful for all the memories that I have and people helping me through situations that I don't know if I would have been able to handle alone. I find it easy for me to ask for help, and I constantly ask my friends for advice, and I just rely on my friends to pull me through, probably a little bit more than I should, but there are just some situations where I feel like I don't bottle anything in. I just get everything off my chest right away, and I'm glad that I have so many friends who I can do that with and just tell like my secrets to. And I keep hearing that we're only as dark as our secrets, so I try not to have any secrets, although I'm trying to also learn how to figure in how to not overshare, because you don't have to share everything that you're thinking all the time. But I'm very grateful for all the fun times that I've had with my friends and all the great memories, and most of all the support that my friends have given me. I do drag, and drag requires people to show up at your shows. You rely on people to tip you, spend a lot of money. You really invest in drag to be an entertainer on stage. And I feel like without my friends showing up, I wouldn't get like good feedback that I know I can trust about how to improve. I'm always looking for ways to improve, and I just really appreciate my friends showing up, because that really means the world to me, that they're gonna show up to my shows at like 10 p.m. when the show starts. And that's my bedtime. A lot of people tell me that it's really late, and honestly I agree, because it's my bedtime too. So I understand, but again, I'm just very grateful and very appreciative that I have the support that I have, and the people that I can rely on, people who are like really truly in my corner, people who would do almost anything for me, and same for them, you know. I have so many just great quality friends that I know I can rely on when needed. And if you're watching this, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because without my friends, I don't know how far I would be in life. Honestly, there have been times when I didn't think I would make it past the age of 18, and here I am. I just turned 26, and I really appreciate my friends for, you know, helping me through life, you know, because honestly, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be. I am very grateful for this. I have a new kind of appreciation for life, you know. My dad's been wanting to like start gardening with like some flowers, some tomatoes, because he grew up with a vegetable garden in his backyard, so he's been wanting to do that for a long time, and hopefully this upcoming spring we will start that. But because of that, I've been watching a lot of how to grow certain things on YouTube, different videos on how to grow stuff, and I came across a video on how to grow dragon fruit. And I find it very interesting, because the way that dragon fruit is made is a flower has to be pollinated. And for the flower to be pollinated, it's only in bloom for one night, and you have a peak time from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And to me, that's just so specific. And I'm like, wow, something very specific had to have happened for dragon fruit to exist. Like, it just really shocks me, and that kind of made me think about life, you know. I hear that from a scientific standpoint, there had to have been so many things to have happened for us humans to exist, and see that with when I watch the dragon fruit videos, you know. that makes me really appreciate life. And I have this new outlook on life. And with my favorite movie being Wonder Woman, my favorite superhero, I do not like most superheroes except for Wonder Woman. She's the only exception. I feel like with Wonder Woman, she's always doing what is best for like society as a whole and what's like best for everybody and not just thinking about herself. And when I think about her doing that and like how specific life is and how in order to make life like there's a lot that has to happen and we grow and evolve and it makes me want to be a better person, and like focus more on what's best for society rather than what's best for individual people. And I feel like a lot of people don't see that. People only look at out for themselves, but hopefully one day we can all come to an understanding where we see how precious life is. I mean, like, we're essentially trash bags with like organs in it, like skin is very thin. The amount of stuff that's on this planet that can kill us, like we're in the middle of a pandemic where we're letting something that's like a billion times smaller than us control our lives right now. Like, life is so precious to me, and I'm very grateful to have a new outlook on life because, like, as I said, I haven't really had a great outlook on life when I was like younger, but now I have this new appreciation for life and I wish to share that with the world, and I want everybody to see that there's a lot more value in life, and we should think about that when we make decisions and we have actions. And another thing that I'm grateful for is all the things that I find inspiration in, which is music. I love music, as I'm sure most people do, and video games and having a creative mind. I'm very, very grateful that I can get inspired from music, from television, from just looking at the world, and I can create stuff. I'm very, very grateful that I have a creative mind and that I've discovered drag so I can have my creativity unleashed in a way. You know what I mean? And I love creating things. I love creating stuff with makeup. I love styling my own wigs. I love creating things. And I just made a Capri Sun dress, a dress literally made out of Capri Suns that were held together by safety pins. And I went to perform in it for a song. I wanted to do a song called Juice by Queen Irby. And when I went to perform in it, the safety pins on the shoulder straps, I have a bad list, I'm so sorry. That's something that I'm not grateful for. But anyway, the shoulder straps that I had on the dress, they came apart, and I had to hold up the dress while I was performing, and I did not have a good time with that. But I'm still grateful that I had creativity to, not only think about doing that, but also execute it. And I do owe a lot to my dad because he helped me with that, and I really am thankful for having a supportive father. I feel that a lot of times in the LGBT community, a lot of fathers shun their gay kids, but mine has always accepted me since I was little. He's always been a big advocate for me being different and standing out, and he just talks about how he just wants the best for me, and I try to make him proud all the time, of course, which I feel like is such like a male thing for me to do, is to seek my father's approval and make sure that he's proud. But he's told me several times that he's proud of me, and I'm glad that I have him to be a huge support in my life. The last show that I had where the dress fell apart, he was there helping me set up decorations, and I just feel really good, and I'm very happy that I have an exception to this negative world out there of dads hating their queer kids. I'm very grateful that I have a very supportive father and I have a very supportive family. Another thing I'm grateful for is that I'm grateful that I have a decent job where I get decent money. It's not like good money, but it's fine, And even though I may hate my job, every second that I am there, I'm still glad that I'm making money on my own and that all of my bills are paid and that I don't have to rely on anybody else, mostly. I am also thankful for having what I feel is a great sense of direction. A lot of my friends that I hang out with are not too great with directions and rely on GPS, but I have this gift, I feel, and my other friend Mama T has it too, where we are just really good with directions. I have a really easy time backtracking, so if I go somewhere where I do not know where I'm at, I can find my way home pretty easily, and I feel like that is a gift that I got from my father because he's always been like really good with directions and finding his way through towns and cities, and I've admired that so much to where I've tried to hone in on being the same because I feel like that is very important in case one day I ever get lost. Which I haven't, even on days when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to get home without using my GPS, and I'm always finding my way home. I feel like that may also come with age, but I'm just very grateful that I have this like sense of direction. I am grateful that I am growing and learning a lot of new things as a human in this society and as a gay man. I am grateful that I've found a way for me to think about what I'm saying when I need to educate people on like how gay people are not as different as people think they are. I'm grateful that I've learned patience with that and like finding new ways to talk to people if they don't understand you right away. I'm grateful for just learning how to handle a lot of like dark thoughts that I have, which I'm sure like most people, I don't like to generalize, so if you ever see me like about to say everybody, it's because I just don't like to generalize, so I always like correct myself. But anyway, I feel like most people, probably everybody, has deep dark thoughts, and I'm learning new ways to like cope and just how to deal with other people in hard times when they have hard times, how to help people in a way that's effective. I feel like I've always been somebody who's like tried to help but has always helped inappropriately in situations. So I'm glad that I have been learning new ways to navigate through life and grow and be a better person. And that's what I strive to be. I want to be as like the most optimal person that I can be, where I'm thinking about society, I'm thinking about how this affects me, how to speak up about it, and how to resolve conflicts better, and how to understand people better. And I feel like I'm heading in a really good direction. There's a podcast that I listen to called Good For You by Whitney Cummings. I have seen every episode and I rewatch episodes multiple times just because I thoroughly enjoy it and I feel like I learn a lot, and I really value that. Like, I'm very, very grateful for that. Alright, well, that has been Let's Talk About It. I am Taco Minaj, and this episode has been about being thankful, being grateful, being appreciative. Not sure if I'm going to post this because I feel like I'm just sitting here talking awkwardly. But if I do, please LMK what you are grateful for down in the comments. I would love to hear what you are thankful for, and I would love to keep a positive conversation going. And I just want to say I am thankful for all of you guys who take the time out of your day to watch my videos. Again, I've talked about how much I just really appreciate support, and I really want to try to do better with this YouTube thing, and I'm learning and I'm trying to figure out how to not be so awkward, just sitting here talking to my phone all night. I'll get there. Bear with me, please. I am grateful for patience and the patience that people have given me. So, I feel like that's all really I can ask for out of people is just patience. And I hope that you guys give that to me. I hope that everybody likes, shares, comments, and subscribe to my channel because it would mean a lot to me. But I will get better and figure out how I can get like even more comfortable behind this camera and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I am Taco Minaj. This has been Let's Taco About It. Bye.